We're back again, another week, another breakdown, another insight on how you can better your trading. Let's get into it. Another week, we're back at it. So today I want to speak about something very important that people always miss in the market. So out here, if you look, I've just obviously hidden the chart and I've drawn out using my path tool to actually easily just show you how to. I want to show you exactly how to write a pattern and to scale it. So the movement here, I've actually just highlighted. I've just drew a path of a downtrend, obviously, and a change of direction, which will be a breakout, and obviously now the market decides to go back up again. So now how do you break down the market like this, and how do you analyze it, and how do you actually go a bit deeper? Today I actually want to analyze gold, but I also want to explain exactly how I'm going to gold by just breaking down this field, this whole area here that I've actually drew down. So let's get into it. As you can see, obviously the first thing I'm going to do is just highlight my areas there. See that there's a high point, obviously there's a low point. The market I can see has traveled from the upside going all the way down and went all the way back up there. So what you want to do first is understand what the market has decided to do, the direction in which the market actually took. So the first thing I'm going to do before I could go into my trend line, I want to highlight my support and resistant areas, which would be the lows and highs. I'm going to change the color of this just so that my analysis does not confuse me. So obviously putting the blue line there, it's right on this low here. As you can see, that's the low here. Just so, as you can see, the market as it goes down comes back. Market will naturally all the time it will pull back and come back, giving you a new high on the previous low as the market goes down. It will continue to do this. It will continue to do this as the market keeps traveling going down. After creating a new high, it will give you a new low and come back, give you another high on the previous low. So previous lows, when the market is going down, a previous low will always come back to be a new high. Previous low, new high. Understand? Previous low, new high. All the time. Whether the market is going in any possible direction. If obviously the market is going up, then it will be previous high, new low. So as you can see here, the market is going down, so it will be previous low, new high, previous low. You must have this technical understanding. This is a very fundamental and very basic and powerful technical understanding. The market, when it travels, it cannot travel without it actually creating what I call a step ladder, respecting its previous low, giving it the new high. This area we call obviously our basic and fundamental, a very powerful basic resistant areas. So I want to highlight that just like that. So I'm putting it, just doing that, so that you understand what exactly I'm trying to do. So this highlight, why do I like highlighting? Is because highlighters don't necessarily highlight the previous low or give you a new high. They give you a certain zone in which the market must come and respect, right, or break in order for it to take a direction that you see it. So as you can see, the market came back, comes down, goes back up, giving us a high. As it comes down here, it goes back again into that area here. If you see the market not initially respecting the actual price, but just know that it will always come back to the zone that you are trading, which obviously is this area right here. So as you can see, the market, as it scales down, as it shifts down, one thing it will definitely do successfully is respect the zones. Just move that zone right there. So these are all the powerful zones that the market is obviously to respect as it moves. I'm just gonna zoom in this so I show you exactly what I'm doing. So if you look, these are all the zones the market obviously has decided to respect every time it pulls back to give us a new selling area. So in technical trading, when they say history always repeats itself, that's what they're speaking about, that no matter the price, no matter the date or when the day is, the price will always continue to move the same. So what you see here is that the price has gone up from the high, gone down from the high point, traveling all the way down, and has pushed the entire pattern to a point where now it started right after the last sell there. The market now decides, okay, I'm gonna start obviously, just do that. So you got an idea there. That's perfect. So I will start. The market now starts doing what I call consolidation. Obviously, what we call, it stays in the same area. If you can see there, it remains in a certain area, indicating a possibility of it, or something that I call exhausted, where the market now is extremely exhausted, what the direction has been traveling in, and it is time to change direction, or it has reached a certain required price. Now it's time to actually change direction. This is what we have right here. What we have here is a full-on consolidation where the market is failing to literally move below that price. I'm going to change that, highlight these two here, just to make them red, because I want to highlight, just indicate what exactly is happening here, right? So this is an area where price was failing to actually go below the zone. Price was actually failing to actually go any lower than that. So at this point, what you're anticipating is that there is a high possibility that the market could be changing direction. However, we don't have a confirmation, so you cannot now say, okay, let me start taking my buys. What do you then do? You go back to your analysis, you zoom out, get your trend line. So immediately get your trend line, and you want to start now anticipating a possible change of direction. Take your trend line from the high point, make sure that it's traveling down very nicely, successfully, without cutting into the body of the graph. Just flow on the top there, regardless of the highs. Drag it all the way down, just like this. See, just drag it all the way down, just like this. You can see as how I place a trend line here, as I adjust it, just like that. You'll see immediately the trend line must at least have about a minimum or average of 5 touches or 5 highs that have actually traveled or have moved towards the trend line. What I mean by that is that you must be able to identify 5 sell positions below the trend line that have taken place in the trend for you to be confident about the direction that actually the market has successfully traveled in this direction, and now there is a high possibility that the graph will now change direction and start going up, right? And when you start now spotting the consolidation areas, then you must know, start anticipating a possible change of direction or a continuation. All you have to wait for is, will price break and change direction? So if you look at this point, the market touches once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, the 7th time here. The market now fails to go below this area. The market then obviously, let me just do this, so I'll move it a bit up. The market now fails to go below this area here. It starts consolidating, going up and down within one zone, within one zone or two powerful prices, rejecting and supporting, rejecting and supporting, rejecting and supporting. At that point, you are waiting for a possible break, or a possible change of direction, where the market will obviously break the trend line and then respect it on the higher support, come back and reject here, and then give you a new direction. If not, then price must come and push below the double bottom that we see here. Come and push below the double bottom here, and then continue with the direction going down. But obviously, you can see the market, what did it do? The moment it started pulling back up, it did not respect this price. Let me show you that. Let's get a line in. The market now did not respect this zone here, this low. What if the only possibility that this graph was not going to go any lower is that it had to come, when pulling back up, it had to respect this low, the inner low here, in order for it to avoid the breakout. Once it disrespects that by breaking it, then you know, fortunately, that the market now, it's time to change direction, because it's going to break the trend line. If I zoom in there for you nicely, you see that right immediately after the market breaking the trend line, what happens is that price now breaks there, goes and supports on the previous high that was obviously left as a double top there. Once it supports there, gives you a zone, you don't panic. You know price will definitely go there and reject, but what you do have is a confirmation that the market is broken out of the price and confirmed, and now it is time for it to start traveling. It has to create a pattern. It breaks there, hits that top, goes back, giving us a triple bottom. Now the skill here, the goal is to remain patient and wait for the right entry points. Once the market rejects there, you don't enter it up immediately after the trend line. You wait for it to actually go and support and resist. Once it resists, comes back and sit in, giving you a better position, a better position for you to actually place your buys, which is obviously in the triple bottom. So price definitely will go up, come back below the breakout or around the same zone, and then you must start anticipating your buy positions, and from there the market goes up and starts traveling. And now when I say history repeats itself, what the graph will do now from here is that it will continue to move within the same price that it moved previously, coming down, but this time around it's going up. So going up now, it is giving us, we are no longer selling high, we're up buying low. So every single high will now give us a new, I'm just going to change the color so you understand. I'll make it green. Yeah, so now every single high will now give us a new low to actually buy on. Every single high now will now give us a new low to actually place your buys on. Just like that. You see, new low, previous high. And as the market keeps going up, you keep now anticipating this type of movements. So why do you want to do it? Why do you have to have this type of depth into the market? So that you understand that in positions where, or at times where, just gonna pull this zone here, because these are the very first. So here, as you can see, the consolidation that we picked up here was the very first buy entry point. So why should you know this? Why should you actually be so informed or so sharp with trades that support the trend? Because it will be easier for you to counter trade. So once the market pushes up, it is time for you to reverse, and just right before it gives you your next buy positions, you can trade sells within the big buy trend, but you must know when exactly the market will now change direction. So these are your short sells. This here, short sell. These highs, short sell. These highs, short sell. Then you have your long-term buys. The same way with when the graph is coming down, you have your long sells, now you have your long sells and short buys. So the market obviously would sell long and then buy short. Sell long, buy short. Sell long, buy short. But you must know your analysis, you must know your movements, you must respect your diagonal movements, your patterns and how the market obviously is moving. You must be able to identify change of directions, trend line, breakout, support and resistance. It's what I call barcode entering, barcode trading. Understanding exactly what you're doing with no intention of trying to trade what you don't see at all. This is obviously a perfect way of actually analyzing and seeing the market in any possible direction, or actually in any possible trading time or even space, not even without even going into any time frames. But now, let me clear the chart. I'm removing all the analysis, remove drawings, and now let's go straight into gold, because we want to speak about how gold has been moving recently. So if you look, I'm on daily time frame, I can tell that easily. Just gonna pick up that high there, highlight the high. The market broke out of a very powerful zone here, low. That's gold, broke out out of a very powerful zone there, based on a daily, looking at the daily time frame. So just want to highlight that. See that? There's just a basic update on. So that's gold, that's high. Price actually now breaks out of that. If you look at it there, quite easy. Price breaks out, but before it could break out, I would be already anticipating a change of direction at this price here. Why that price? Because that is a powerful double top. What you want to do there is change the color of your analysis so you understand exactly what you're doing. That was a double top, and obviously analysis that's just highlighting where the market went to go and reject twice on a daily time frames. But I don't want to get too complicated. I don't want to complicate my trading. So immediately what I'll do is just go scale down to 1 hour, understand what is going on, because I can tell that price is definitely going down. So I mean, I'm on my 1 hour time frame, and one thing I can tell is that ever since the double top on gold, the market came down and also broke out of a daily price, a daily consolidation that had been happening. But what do I want to do? So the same analysis that I just showed you now on the path on the drawing, we apply on this chart. What I want to know how price has been moving. So just highlight my highs and lows, just like that. So just come here. I see a high there, highlight the high. See high, low. There's a low. Previous low will become a new high, just like that. Previous low becomes a new high. Previous low will always become a new high. Previous low becomes a new high, just like that. This is how you scale it. Previous low, as you can see, previous low becomes a new high, and you do this all the way to current price. Let's do this. Previous low, just like that. So if there we go. Seeing the graph a bit better now. Reset just like that. So as you can see, with the analysis of place like now, all the movements and all your understanding is quite simple. So what you want to do now in this area is that it's simply just place your trend line, get your trend line, drag it from the top there, and let it travel along there. You will wait for price to come and break this line. That's when you know you have a big change of direction in the buy direction, obviously on a 1 hour time frame. Just by zooming in, you can see that we are still selling, and I'm going to move quite fast to the current price. So if you look at current price, which is right here, the market we know already is going down. So what I want to do immediately, just highlight that high. See, the market has been consolidating in this zone here. It's been failing actually to break below or above this area. Just do this. I'm just going to move the head to the zone there. So as you can tell, price has been failing to move below or above this area here. So I'm just zooming into the area there. You can see price has been obviously failing to move below or above this this zone here. So what are you looking for? You don't know market is selling. So the first thing you want, your first instinct is that, as you can see, the market gave me a high there, came back down, coming down, obviously. I'll just do that. Yeah. So the market obviously gave me a high, comes down, sits in, giving me obviously another high, another selling area from the double top, or just chilling in the inner low of the previous high. Right now, what trade am I actually anticipating on gold? Is that it's a definite sell. You can see the price pushed down, went back down, went back up, and now obviously it pushed down. But the question is, will it break this area? The question is, will it break this area? This is where the tricky part comes. You have to wait and see. Wait for analysis, because it says potential buy, potential sell. But definitely it's a powerful sell because the market has been traveling down. So we have to keep going down with it. We're now obviously going to a lower time frame, like 30 minutes. A lower time frame, like 30 minutes. As you can see, 30 minutes has been moving down, and now price is a bit more clearer. And I can definitely tell you that 30 minutes now just released a sell position because the market came down, giving us low, another high. Obviously, we sold at that area. Now it pushed down, went back up, giving us another high from the previous low. Previous low is this area right here. So the market now is definitely back right in that zone. Let me just move this. I want to change the color just so we know that I placed this, so that I know that I placed this highlight on a 30-minute chart. So the market obviously high, low, high, sell here, high, and then high, low. What are we waiting for price to do? Price must reject in order for it to continue going down and push all the way down. What is the possibility of the price going up? Yes, it is high because now the market did come and give us another low, giving it a triple bottom here. So it can give us this rejection here, can trigger the market to actually push above this high and go back and actually give us something like this. Give us something like, so as you can see, the market now is here. Can definitely push up, come back, sit in right where it's at, break the price, go into it, another path, break the price, just like that, and travel back up to that rejection area. Will the market break that area there? Obviously, wait for it. If it does reject, then we know exactly what it's going to do. It will come back down, obviously, sit in here, and then easily from here, it will decide whether it's going to use this price to actually keep breaking, go and break this high, or just go all the way down and come back and reject here again. So really, the movement is when you wait and see exactly how the market will play out eventually after doing your full analysis. So obviously, this is our current expectation should the price decide to stay in this area, the entire zone here. But obviously, a potential sell should price actually fail to break below. Should price fail to break to break above this area here, is definitely selling. Should it break it, it's definitely pushing it up to give us another top. They're making a triple top. So there's two directions that we obviously need to get. So let me just delete this, delete that path there. So now let me show you how, if the market were to go down, how would it lay out? Just highlight that again. Just deleted that by mistake there. So yeah. So now I showed you, if should price break up here, I showed you exactly how to actually go up and actually go. So now, as I can see, price is rejecting to actually go in higher, and this is our current sell entries. We are in the trade as we speak, right? So this is where you are in the trade. How will the path lay out? It's going to be quite easy, quite simple. As you can see, the market came down here. So all we'll do is just come here, and then from there, it would travel something like that and come back to the low. Just do this. I'll just let go of that path, zoom in, move it a bit up. As you can see, the price obviously will push and come back chilling on that resistance. Will it break this area? We have to wait and see. But there is a sell, so there's a high possibility the market will also come and break the zone. As you can see, it is currently pushing down. Just like that. So let me just say reset. As you can see, that's what we're looking for. So price, once the price definitely breaks, it is currently rejecting on this area here. So let me just go to 5 minutes and show you what exactly. So as you can see, 5 minutes shows it very clean. Previous, the market came down, went back up, and then placed a sell. Obviously triggered a sell in the previous low, giving us a new high right here. This is where our entry comes. Obviously I've highlighted the price now will travel from here. Price will not travel from here. Obviously just delete that actually and do this here. So price now will travel from there, just do that. Price now will travel from there and coming all the way down to here. And then from this area, we'll know whether it will come back, it will turn back up, give us a double top there, or actually just come sit in the inner low of this area and then come and break this zone here, going all the way down. So as you can see, price is doing what we're saying. It is rejecting that this is a current sell. The market will go down. Let me just refresh that you see it properly. The market has no chance. This is 5 minutes, guys. The market is sinking as we speak. You can see it has to drop. It has to drop because this is the power of technical understanding, movements. It is dropping as we speak. So a powerful trade that we have. Now this price must come down. It has to break. As a trader here, I'm looking at the market has been selling for a long time. So I want it to come down here and break this low so that I keep adding these sells, you know. But should it not break it, obviously I'll close my profit there and then turn with it on this low. And why would I want to turn with it? Because when I go back to 1 hour time frame, you can easily just see that I would turn with the buy because it is in a consolidation zone. This is a consolidation zone where price can be eaten, money can be made just by it moving up and forth within the price, just like that, just like that. So anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. Now that you understand what I'm trying to show you today, just learn to understand and obviously learn how to understand and be able to break down your technical movements. Because look, if I go to daily time frame, you can see we're literally just making money off 3 candlesticks or just 1 candle, which is today's candle. So just break down 1 candle, understand price, learn how to break down price from the core, from the biggest time frame all the way to the smallest. I mean, look, this is 15-minute time frame, and what I'm speaking about and what I'm showing you throughout the whole video is laying out, is happening as we speak. So just learn to do this, learn to be able to just break down the chart and go scale, like, and analyze, go as deep as being able to understand how exactly can I take this trade. You'll be looking at this trade right now, it is going down. It's doing exactly what I was saying, and it has to come into this price. It has no chance. If I go to 1 minute, you can see that. If I obviously just easily get my trend line, take the trend line from the low point there, take it all the way up, looking for about average of 3 touches. So this would be 1, 2, 3, even more than 3 touches. If you look at this is 1 minute. These are all my touches, and the trend line is chilling there. The market broke out here, confirmed. And what did I say? Wait for it to confirm, and then you take your trade on that. And once the market retests and comes back, this is obviously we call it the last case, comes back and gives you that retest there. That's this way you would have taken your first sell position on 1 minute. And look what it's doing. It's sinking. So we call the chopper. It is sinking. But anyway, hope you guys love this video, enjoy it, and make sure that you use the skill to better your trading. Till we meet again on the next video, make sure you take the knowledge and multiply. Let's keep making money with the best and #1 leading broker in Africa, RCG Market. And don't forget, open yourself the 100% bonus account so it'll be easier for you to make big money, scale into every single trade with a smaller capital. Till we meet again, I'm out.